she broke my heart in Walgreens, and I cried all the way to
Did I ever tell you guys that I got the letter from this guy's daughter?
Oh, yeah. I think you did.
Yeah. It was very long, right?
Really long.
Yeah.
I don't know how she got wind of me playing, because I love this song. She broke my heart in Walgreens, and I cried all the way to Sears. Love it. The guy's name.
How do you like this song, but you hate the Applebee's song? They're the same song.
Right.
Are they?
I mean, just song written for different businesses.
Oh, I see. Yeah, but this was back when, first of all, I don't think this is his song. I think it's somebody else's song.
You still like the song.
But, because it's not cynical. This guy wasn't getting paid by Walgreens and Sears.
He didn't write the song to get paid.
Yes, he
just so
did.
You know.
He knew what was going to happen. Stop
Well,
it.
I didn't do it as
You're
an
too
ad.
smart for that. You're in showbiz.
You're
come on.
showbiz.
Anyway, the guy's name is Mac Alan Smith, and he was an artist in Greenwood, Mississippi, where his daughter still lives. And she wrote me this big, long letter. She's like, because I just mentioned kind of briefly, I gave a real glossed over the CV because obviously he's not my dad, so I'm not going to do a deep dive. She said, I just wanted to clarify because you said my dad was singing covers and not all of them, some of them. I don't know how. She must have had some kind of alert on because otherwise I don't know how the hell this woman would know that I was playing her dad's music. Mac Alan Smith's daughter, Cindy, emailed me. He died just before Christmas this last year. He was 84, living in an assisted living facility, but was still performing every chance he got. He's also the guy that did I Hate Trains, right? I've played that a little bit before because Bill said part of his retirement plan down the road is to become a model train guy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she wrote me a big, long letter about her.
Can't break up with the train.
What's that? You can't break up with a train. Well, it will leave you every night, though. It's the only
Always
problem.
comes back on time.
Yeah. During the 70s, my dad owned a nightclub right outside our hometown of Greenwood, Mississippi. He went to Delta State University in Cleveland, Mississippi. Mac Alan Smith and the Flames was his blah, blah, blah. Anyway, his most famous song was I'm Not Drunk, I'm Just Drinking.
Amen.
And HBO contacted him about using that song in an episode of Eastbound and Down.
Great show.
And then they wanted to use another one of his songs for The Righteous Gemstones. So obviously Danny McBride is a big Mac Alan Smith fan. And then she said after this year, she got hit up by Sony Records asking to license I'm Not Drunk, I'm Just Drinking for one of their artists who turned out to be Elle King. Remember Elle King?
Yeah.
Rob Schneider's daughter, who I think only recently kind of repaired their relationship. But she was another artist who kind of couldn't really get much traction and pivoted to country. It's a big thing now.
She's had a couple hits.
She had X's and O's. That was her only hit. And then she's like, I'll just do country.
Drunk and I don't want to go home.
Like she had a kid, which is, I never, listen, you got to live your life, but I can never figure out these people who are trying to get their pop music career off the ground and they get knocked up.
They clearly weren't planning on it.
Come on, man. You're trying to be a pop star. How do you accidentally get pregnant?
Condom broke.
Back to this again.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, her dad is also being inducted into the Rockabilly Hall of Fame. And she wraps it up by saying, so my dad was much more than, quote, just some guy from Mississippi, which I don't think I ever referred to him as that. I like too many of his songs to dismiss him. Listen, my own dad was a guy from Mississippi. Anyway, he was an amazing artist, musician, and human. But yeah, his daughter wrote me a big, long letter. So anyway, thank you, Cindy, if you hear this.
I've been getting really long emails from Rat lately.
He sent me a picture. Did you guys get this picture too? Where it was
don't
just a
think so.
teddy
Yeah.
bear shape, like it was a bunch of different stuffed animals shaped like a human.
Well, Rat's the
I
one who
didn't get
leaves
that.
us messages. He's like, hey, radio buddies. And his voicemails are usually pretty funny, lucid. But boy, when he writes us, It's just stream of consciousness.
It's a mess.
Pretty wild.
Here's the beginning of the one that he sent to me. It said, "Dear Bill, I can tell you that sad women are a huge turn on for me."
Oh, boy.
And he's not alone.
Yeah.
There's a lot of guys who like picking that low-hanging fruit. We got some breaking news here, by the way, for anybody who wants it.
Exclusive news update.
They have a possible suspect in the mass shooting that happened down here a couple of nights ago. Our own Bill Wills was on Rover the other morning talking about how there was a dude in the garage, because we have 0% security here downtown in the garage. And the people who come in to do morning shows very early, they're here at like 4 in the morning, and any dude can just walk up to your car, and he didn't know what the hell was going on. And I think the people who do the morning shows here have complained about that on a couple of occasions, that anybody can just be walking around. You know, when I usually get here like 8:45, but that's like
Business hours.
Yeah, business hours. That's right. There's no issues. But there was a dude who, I don't think anybody died in this, but a whole bunch of people got shot. 9 people got shot down at West 6. About 2:30 a.m. Sunday, taken to the hospital. But people just have to get shot for it to be a mass shooting. It's not a mass killing. And they don't think it was random. They think it was a targeted thing, you know. But anyway,
And
they think they're going to have a news conference here in a couple of minutes to provide some details. What's that?
the first thing that came to my mind was, because I saw it like making rounds on social media, I was like, West 6 is not like a bad area. Like I know it's Cleveland,
No, but when the
anything
bars get out,
Yeah.
any area can pop off. Yeah.
I know, but and that's the thing. Like I've been there several times, and as anxious as I am, I've been there drunk, like past my limit drunk, waiting for my Uber to get there, and I've never felt anything. So
And usually, I think 99% of the time you don't, but they really do make a big deal out of these kinds of stories, and it does kind of suck for people who are kind of trying to be a booster for downtown Cleveland, because they're like, you know, this is the stuff that gets the eyeballs and gets people freaked out, but it's really not the norm, a situation like
It's
this.
not.
And you could understand if it was like that many people drunk, they're in the street. Oh my God.
It's pandemonium out there, though. When the bars close,
Yeah.
you're not getting in nor you're not getting out. It's like leaving Blossom. It's
You got to try to
terrible.
beat the traffic. So somebody offered like a
Ubers.
Yeah, right. Somebody offered a $50,000 reward for information, and so maybe that had something to do with them getting closer to the situation. But they think that they have a suspect in custody. 9 people between the ages of 23 and 38. 7 males, 2 females. The bars let out an unknown person shot into a group of people standing outside before running away. Don't that just beat all? You're like, hey, man, shoot and then run. Stick around, see what happens.
I look forward to their saxophone apology.
Well, now that our own Bill Squire has set the saxophone apology.
Snaxophone, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, the snaxophone apology precedent.
But that's the only snaxophone. There's not any. That's literally the only one. Are you going to be handing it out to people to make apology
No,
videos?
that's mine.
No, his is the snaxophone apology. Other people can make their own saxophone apology.
It's not going to mean as much. And what if they get hungry in the middle of it?
They don't have any peanuts.
Or Starburst.
I wonder if a lot of people feel peckish during an apology, though. That can be a very emotional time, and I wonder, do you get hungry during a normal garden variety apology? If it's heartfelt, are you really thinking about food?
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, it's just a good option to have.
No, absolutely.
It's called being prepared.
Yeah. Let's see what they're doing here.
You guys ready? Yeah. Okay. Good evening, everyone. I'm here today to give a positive update.
This is Justin Bibb. This is the mayor of Cleveland.
Jay Bibbs.
Guy down the hall calls him Mayor Urkel.
The shooting in the warehouse district we experienced early Sunday morning because of the hard work of our police department here in Cleveland and the U.S. Marshals and also the amazing donation from business owner Bobby George, we have found the suspect. And now Chief Drummond will give
Wouldn't you just have one of your friends turn you in and get the money
And split it.
and then just bail you out?
But yeah, but you're still gonna get sentenced.
Well, maybe he won't. It's
Nah,
these
it's
are not
really
open and
bad
shut
PR.
cases. It's really easy to not go to jail. You know, technicalities, you get a good enough lawyer, 50 grand gets you a decent lawyer.
update on where we are with the investigation. Chief?
Thanks, Mayor. Thanks for coming out. Just want to, this one time that I'm at, hopefully more than just the one time, coming out and give you really positive news. Today, working with the Marshal Service as well as CPD, our detectives and sergeants assigned to the Marshals Task Force, acting on information that we received, as well as just really hard, dedicated work from our detectives, we were able to locate, we believe, the suspect that was involved in the shooting in this location that we're standing in. Again, that's through the hard work. And
Tell you what, you could take that $50,000, start passing it around, be in better shape. Well, listen, them downtown lights are going to, those are going to help. You might have read about that too, where they want to take a page out of other cities who really illuminate their downtowns year-round, not just Christmas time at Public Square, but downtown Cleveland lights. You read about this? They want to do this whole thing. They want to have lights all through downtown.
Kind of lights.
Well, they go, oh, you look at cities like London and Brussels, but basically they're just doing what I mean, those are nice, highfalutin cities, but they're basically looking at what Indianapolis has. You've been in Indianapolis, and they have like downtown colorful lighting that reflects off the buildings, and they're thinking, hey, not only is this going to just make everybody feel great,
Make it feel
to
like
be
you're in a Joel
downtown.
Schumacher Batman movie.
now you can get mugged, bathed in a beautiful pink and blue hue.
Yeah, a little bisexual lighting to get mugged by.
There you go. Shoot the Lost Boys sequel down there or something. So they've announced that that's what they want to do. They want to make downtown Cleveland more vibrant. I guess the thought is if there are more lights, it'll be safer. They want to run lights from Public Square to Playhouse Square
Okay.
and north to the mall, is what they say. So not just like Public Square holiday lighting, but year-round, taking a page from a number of other cities that do this.
Okay, but are they going to do it like Cleveland and just go to Mark's or Ollie's and get a bunch of Christmas lights?
Where else are you going to go to get lights,
Half
Mary?
of them don't work.
But this is one of the things where they like put out a press release that this is their plan. And then they go, now we just have to get the money. It's like,
That's
okay,
what I'm
well,
saying.
we could all
And
put out
where's-
a press release.
When
and-
is East 4th going to be open container? That's
Right.
what I
It
want.
is.
Is
It
it?
is. You just can't leave the street with it. You can walk from,
It is now?
yeah, you can walk with an open container on East 4th, but only on East 4th, and the bars don't let you bring in drinks from other bars.
So
if
you're
you-
right, because when we were having dinner down in the corner a couple of Saturdays
Yeah.
ago, it didn't click with me. There were a lot of people walking around with cups of beer or whatever.
So if you would
I
like,
don't feel like I've seen that yet.
you can do that.
Yeah.
But the thing is that like if you say you take a cup from Hilarities, and then you
You can't
walk
bring it
next
to the
door to
next one.
Butcher and the Brewer, they're gonna be like,
Then
you
that's
can't
just
bring that
patio
in.
life.
That's what I'm saying. If you would like to take 15 steps on one closed street with an
See,
open beer,
they
you're
need
allowed
a,
to
They
do
need
that.
a beer cart. Something like that.
But there's nowhere for you to be. Then you're
That-
just standing in the way of everyone walking.
and if you try to
You
step
wander
on
around,
Euclid,
yeah.
they'll tackle you.
Right.
That should be the game. They can't tackle all of us. See what they get.
So that's the plan. Light up downtown Cleveland. Maybe that'll do. You know, Cleveland, they said, is the most stressed city in the country. Maybe that will mitigate some of the stress.
Some nice soothing lights.
Cleveland, Ohio, the most stressed city in the U.S. By the way, Cleveland and Akron in the worst 5 cities to rent in the United States.
I believe it.
If you're feeling stressed in Cleveland, you're living in the most stressed city in the United States, they say. They have a bunch of data points, and they drill them down.
How much of it is Cleveland Browns related?
We rank 47th in work-related stress. But in overall stress, Cleveland ranks first.
Well, not going to be highest in work-related stress. There's too many people unemployed.
Well, that's why financial stress, number 1, health
Yeah.
and safety, family. It ain't easy, man. It ain't easy. Living is tough everywhere. Cleveland also has the highest divorce rate of the 182 cities they looked at. What do people argue about the most?
Money.
Stress.
Money.
Oh.
Stress. Stress. Money. We're one. So we've finally overtaken Detroit.
Cleveland rocks.
Cleveland, Detroit, Baltimore, Birmingham, Alabama, Philly, and Shreveport, Louisiana.
Dude, that's not a good list.
I'm glad you noticed.
To be a part of that list is really upsetting.
And
I'm
not
glad
part
you
of
noticed.
it. Number one.
Yeah.
We're number one on the list.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. Worse than Baltimore.
Yeah.
Wait, so all these shirts that say Cleveland on it, is it helping?
No. Cleveland
calm
is
people
still a
down?
city. Nope. Cleveland is still the land.
But it's not calming people down, making them
Well,
less
stress
stressed,
does it.
helping people not get divorced.
I'm wearing a brown shirt. Doesn't that mean something?
You're
You
wearing
tell me.
a Cleveland football shirt. It's not
I feel
licensed.
more like that shirt
Okay.
is wearing you.
I look great in
Okay.
it.
Well, nobody said otherwise. He's always going for the biceps, isn't
He's
he?
got good biceps.
He's-
got
I know,
really-
I'm-
they're really
I
great. My
understand.
boyfriend really loves
He's
them.
always going up with
do it
the
again.
arms.
Do it again.
If I have to, Bill, damn it.
If I have to.
Yeah. If you drag him kicking and screaming into flexing, we're going to call him Beefcake Bill
Mm-hmm.
pretty soon.
As soon as I get these abs, I'm working on it. That's my next step.
Abs are so
Mhm.
hard, dude.
They're so hard.
They're made in the
Because
kitchen.
It's food. It's all
Made in the
food.
kitchen.
I know. And I'm like,
You have to eat perfect.
and I'm not perfect. Like, I'm like, when I have a day, when I'm stressed, the first thing I'm like, you know what? I'm going to treat myself to a meal. You can't do that if you want abs. And like, McBoyfriend was just like, I don't care. Like, you look, I'm like, no, it's not for you. I'm not changing for you. It's me. I want abs.
Better to look good than to feel good. Everybody knows it.
Nope.
Cheat meals. What are you cheating for?
They're not cheat meals. They're stress meals.
I know. I'm just saying.
And because of the city.
People go, I'm going to have a
It's
cheat
not
meal.
his fault. It's the city's fault.
It's
He
Cleveland's
lives
fault.
in Cleveland.
We work in Cleveland.
He works and lives in Cleveland.
Downtown Cleveland.
So he's stressed.
Yeah.
Man.
When he moved into your new spot?
End of the month. And in the meantime.
Why do you say it like that?
Because
Because he's stressed.
it's very stressful. I'm moving my mom out of her house. She moved. I'm moving my boyfriend out of his house this weekend because he's moving.
All three moving together.
They're all moving at the same time.
You are helpful, aren't you?
and
Awful Brown.
still
Boy,
balancing
he
work.
is really helpful.
Still doing everything. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. That's all. No complaints. Life is stressful, but it's just
But you're there to help, and that's nice. What's going on with your mom?
my mom's moving
Oh, right.
My
Where's she
mom's-
moving?
to another city.
To another farther away?
Yeah.
Is it, now that she's taken highways, is it going to be a lot easier for her to get back and forth?
Nope.
Oh.
Nope.
But
Absolutely
you've got
not.
farther to go to see her now.
Yep. Yeah.
Is that a source of consternation? Do you feel like she's trying to move farther away from you on purpose?
I don't know, but whatever it is, I'm gonna have to get used to it because I'm gonna use her washer and dryer. Because my new place, I have to pay for a washer and dryer. No in-unit.
So you're going to drive all
You're
the way
going to
out
drive
there?
out to your mom's to do your laundry.
It's like once a week, yeah. I just gotta wash in bulk. This what's adding to my stress is I'm gonna wash all of my clothes that I have built up in the bottom of my closet for it's been sitting there for like the 2 years I've been there.
Just throw them out, dude. Awesome.
There's some that I am gonna toss some of them out.
Thank you.
But stuff. Every time I do that, every time I say I'm gonna throw something out, I find clothes. I'm like, I've been looking for this shirt. I've been wondering when
You just have piles of clothes in your closet?
because I don't have enough storage to just stock the different types of sweaters and stuff away when the seasons change.
Why don't you get rid of some clothes?
Because I just haven't.
Hmm.
And there's some stuff in there
Like
that I don't
donate
wear.
Because he hasn't.
Because I just haven't.
Okay. You donate them.
I ain't giving those people my clothes.
Why?
I got to work for it.
You don't want people who might want some
I had to earn
clothes?
these clothes. They got to earn them too.
What do you have against these strangers who need clothes?
I just want the little power that I have. I want to keep. I'm gonna throw more.
Power?
What power are you
A
losing?
pile of
They
clothes?
want my clothes and they can't have them.
No,
Listen,
they
nobody
don't
wants your
want your clothes. I'm
Well,
saying
they
it might be
need them.
nice to donate them.
They won't want them.
They don't know that they want. They might look through your clothes and go, "What the hell is this?"
Well, it's not their
But
choice.
it's still nice to donate them.
I'm gonna throw them out
You'd rather throw your.
in front.
He'd rather throw something away than give it to someone else.
I want a pile of clothes and just set it on fire.
Like Angela and Stella. or learn exhale or whatever. Where did she burn the guy's car?
Yeah, she blew it up.
Waiting to exhale.
Like, I'm not mad.
But she was mad. Boy, was she mad. Blew up his whole goddamn car. I'm sure he had insurance. I got a break. I'll have another $1,000 for you coming up. Another keyword for the buzzard